Canna family, we are going to be breaking down every single way and technique you can train your giggle bushes coming up next. First, Canna family, we're going to get into mainlining. This is a method where the grower will create an even canopy with several uniform colas instead of the plant diverting its energy into larvae buds. You have 4, 8, 16 top colas all uniform with one another, making a nice, beautiful, even canopy. Now, manifolding. This is just a topping technique that involves 2 to 3 times topping in a multitude of times, splitting the main trunk down into halves. So you're going to top your plant 3 different times at 3 specific nodes, ultimately splitting your trunk in half and creating a menorah shaped canopy. Next is femming. In cannabis cultivation, it's a true technique that involves a partially removing the apical bud, the tip of the plant, instead of fully removing it like you would with topping. This encourages multiple branch development, creating a bushy plant. Lollipopping. This is a pruning technique used in cannabis cultivation. The process involves removing the lower growths on your cannabis plants that are unlikely to receive adequate light and thus are less productive. The plant will then redirect its energy to the top of the colas and the top of the plant canopy. Defoliation. This is simply where you remove small and large fan leaves to open up your canopy and allow more light to penetrate those beautiful bud sites. Topping. This is taking a scalpel and cutting off the main apical bud. This will redirect lateral growth and create a bushy and more even shaped, bushier canopy. Super cropping. This is where you'll take the plant's branches, bend them slightly, breaking the fibers but not breaking the branch, typically bending the branches 45 to 90 degrees, creating a knot like nodules. This creates a strong structure and trunk of your cannabis plant as well. Scrogging or screen of green is a cannabis cultivation technique that uses mesh screen to guide horizontal growth and promote even light exposure across a plant's canopy. By weaving the branches through the screen, growers can maximize bud sites, create a more uniform flowering, and potentially increase your yields. And low stress training. Low stress training is where you would take your plant and gently bend the new growth, whether it's branches or the stalk of the plant, down with soft plant wire to manipulate its growth and control ultimately its pattern of growth and lateral growth. You can do low form stress training, or you can also do what is high stress training, HST. So there's 2 forms of this, and this just involves more angular bends in your plant's canopy and branches, and less with the less stress training, more gentler bends and easing the plant into it. So these are both low stress training and high stress training techniques, CannaFam. And we are back with an honorable mention. There's one called grafting. Now, how this would be done is very scientific and complex, but I'm going to simplify it for you guys, and it's yet to be done due to the fact of the lifespan of the cannabis plant. But what you would start out with is an initial mother plant. And eventually, with this photo period, you'd keep it in veg, and then you would grow. Let's say that mother plant is an OG Kush. Then you'd grow another photo period plant that's like a blueberry, for instance, right? So you would take a branch off that blueberry and veg, cut a branch off your mother plant, put that on there, and connect it. And then eventually that branch would go into that plant and become a part of that plant. So you'd have an OG Kush plant with one branch that's blueberry. And essentially, scientists have been working on this for years, and it would be near impossible to do with cannabis plants. But essentially, if you could, and you could possibly breed them in that aspect, you could get a cannabis plant with multiple different strands on each branch. I know, right? How cool, but unfortunately, it takes a lot of science, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and cannabis plants aren't the best, I would say, subject for things like grafting. Of course, there's a bunch of benefactors we're not going to go into why it wouldn't work, but I just thought that would be an honorable mention for the Canafam. And that is how to train your giggle bush every way, including a bonus scientific way if you guys made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We will be back in a new fresh studio. Right now, our studio is in all disarray from the move, so much love for the support through the duration of just this new studio period. Thank you guys, and again, I'm your host Dustin with 2 buds in a jar, and I'm burning out. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, got my neck and wrist frosty. All day, all night too. Need a beat to write to. Knock 'em out like Mike do. MVP like Michael. Money stacking, it's loaded up. Parks looking all swollen up. New Lambo, I'm rolling up. No stopping, no slowing up. I went hard, that cash came. Got a new big ass chain. Take what I want, no ass game. Live it up in that fast lane. Do this shit for my people. Get that money, all we know. Money never finito. Keep on boosting my ego. Steph Curry with the free throw. When I turn my swag on, this shit should be illegal. Stepping out the whip, I'm looking sharper than the needle. And all them bitches on me keep on swelling up my ego. I spit fire in the boot when I'm higher than Mariah off that goose. Punchlines hitting hard and chipping toots. Baseline kicking harder than some steel-toe boots. Stacking bitches in the backseat of the 4-door coupe. You know them haters who mean shit to me. You gotta be kidding me. Ain't nobody stopping me from securing this victory. And I ain't stopping till the shit I'm dropping making history. And every time they talking about somebody got my neck and wrist frosty. Don't know what it cost me. I've been on the grind, nigga, get these haters off me. I've been on the grind.
It's your host Justin from 2 buds in a jar, and don't do drugs, kids.